we're looking at the factors that influence the distribution of income, and there are several. So I've put down over here factors of production. What I mean by this is, if you look at the national income of UK, what do you think is the national income of UK?
Is that the total income that everyone makes?
GDP, yeah. The gross domestic product, yeah. Let's say the GDP of UK is about 1.8 trillion pounds, right? And how this is shared, this is shared between people who are salaried and people who own the resources like farms, buildings, and capital. Lately, the share of salaried earners is declining, and people who own the resources is rising, and hence becoming richer because they're getting the lion's share.
Yeah.
Which then feeds into my second point of other income from assets. So people have primary income, which is from the job. So primary income of people is from work or engaging in economic activity. But people also become rich. Why? Because they have this stock of wealth we were talking about. The house which you put on the market, second house is for rent. So primary income of people is from work and engaging in economic activity. The secondary or silent income from deposits in bank, in interest, rent from second houses will make these set of people richer as compared to others. Make this set of people rich as compared to others, not richer, sorry, where did that come from? Okay. Then we have different level of skills. What that means is the more skilled you are, the better pay you get. Why? Because we did that in the labor markets. Mm-hmm. That if the PED as well as the PES is less than 1, then obviously you end up with a higher wage. And I've put this diagram over here. Let me say the wage differentials between doctors and cleaners. Down over here. So the wages of doctors, as we can see over here, and but for the cleaners, as we said, the supply is quite elastic, and so is the demand. and we can see the wages for the cleaners is quite low. So yes, if the skill of the worker is in high demand and needs to be expertise, needs to have expertise, so it will command a higher wage. Low level of expertise. So if the skill of the worker is in high demand and needs to have an expertise, it will command a higher wage as compared to a worker that requires a low level of expertise and will be paid a lower wage. Another factor that's been influencing the income distribution is globalization and migration. Many British workers can move to higher paying jobs abroad, and in UK, workers on lower wages have lost out to workers from Europe. This could be seen as the vote for Brexit.
Yeah.
Right. So let me just put that down over here to reflect on. But Brexit was not only about the workers on lower wages voting, it was also about the old age pensioners and people who were not even engaged in the labour markets voting for an out. And why do you think they voted for out?
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia could be
Because they all
one.
remember the good old days of the 70s when
All right.
we were dirtball.
Okay then.